I've driven down the highway, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm having more fun on this than if we had spent $150 each and got tickets to Disneyland.
Oh yeah.
Like, and guess what? Like, it's free. Well, it's free because it's already paid for.
Yeah.
But
the gas is the only exception, but it's like
yeah, like, and wear and tear and all that. But like, that's all stuff that you're gonna pay for a Honda Civic, right? Mm-hmm. Like, but anyways, like, so I'm looking at this Land Rover. They came out with maybe like a year ago. It's real recent, maybe not even a year ago. Mm-hmm. The Land Rover Discovery.
Okay.
It's essentially their new, like, rugged car. Like, Land Rover always has their Range Rover, mm-hmm. which is their luxury SUV, and it's a very popular, $100,000 SUV, and it's even like, of the luxury SUVs that exist, it's like well into the like, this one is actually rugged.
Okay.
Like, but nobody that buys those is doing this with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
okay.
Because this is a $100,000 SUV. Like, you don't take it here where you could get scraped up. But they always have they used to have the, actually I think they used to have the Discovery. I think that's an old model name. And then they switched for years to what was called the LR3.
Yeah.
And you'd recognize them. And like, they're cool. But they just killed the LR3 and made a new Discovery. And so like, I've watched, the YouTube this and that and like comparisons. And basically the comparisons are all like just scratching their head, because they're like, so it doesn't seem like it's definitely a rugged SUV, but like it really seems like it's a luxury SUV.
Yeah.
And if you look at just the specs, like just certain specs, like the things that you look for in like a Jeep, to make
what
sure
you can do with it, yeah,
to make sure it's like capable, they're like, it doesn't really add up. But they have really gone down the technology route. So like, this was insane. I was like watching like the overview video, whatever, mm-hmm. and like I'm looking at this thing and I'm just like, you're just not gonna have the action in the axle that you need to like really hit some real stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, the Jeep is taller. Like, there's certain physics here, like, at play. Mm-hmm. And then
I know where this is going.
Then they like hit the off-road button.
Air shocks, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, what? What? And then, like, one of the reviews I saw, and they described it in this other video, like, so like, it does not, so like basically they don't use a traditional 4x4 system. It uses like a whatever they market it as, intelligent tracking. And what's insane about it is it pays attention to each wheel individually, not dissimilar than anti-skid technology or like ABS.
So it's an auto compensator basically.
Yeah.
All right.
But where it's different is I can't describe, but like basically, oh jeez. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like it's a bunch of switchbacks down. Like, as I saw a switchback down here, and it looked like it did it a couple times. So this is where we're really losing altitude. But
yeah,
this is as bad as it gets. Like,
yeah, no, this is fine. But like, so instead of like, so the Jeep goes more, I'll call it analog. Mm-hmm. The Jeep is like, give it bigger tires, like give it off-road gripping tires, go 4x4, and then give the engine low torque. And this one's like, no, like, give it reasonably good tires that work everywhere, do air suspension, and then when you're in off-road mode, constantly monitor what the grip that each tire has and apply power to where there is grip. And like everybody that's like written about them and driven them and like it is legitimately like, it doesn't totally make sense, because like I look at this and like you go on the highway and you're in a BMW and it's smooth and quiet and all this stuff, and it's just not rugged. Like it just feels like a really great expensive mom car.
That's wild right there.
And like, but then you get into this and you flip this switch and then suddenly
it's a
whole different world.
And they'll set you back 100 grand though?
No, so that particular model, so they're like luxury one. Well, that particular model is not cheap, but like, so like I built mine out like how I would if I was like, oh, if I actually bought one. And it's like, this is expensive. It's like 60, right? Like
if it's that good of a car and it's also a luxury vehicle, I'm like 60 is not bad. Like,
yeah, it's not like it's not untenable. I do not want to go spend $60,000 on a effing depreciating asset. Like,
yeah.
And I'm not gonna, especially because I am blessed and lucky enough to have this. Like, Kesha gets it done. Like,
Kesha does get it done. Get it done.
Back to all the gear stuff. Like, what does that enable me? Like, what it enables me is a smoother ride on the highway, which I do not actually really care about, and a very expensive car payment.
Yeah.
That's what it enables.
That's it.
Yep.
That's so cool. We just lost so much altitude so quick.
Dude, what's cool about this too,
my ears have already popped. I'm really interested to open up that case again in a bit.
Oh yeah.
But you're saying?
There's gonna be something that's popping. But like, if and when I do bring some random buddy, like, you know, one of the guys from my small group or couple, like up this way, and I get up this way, this is gonna be like a little effing scary.
Oh yeah, for them, but you're gonna be like, I know exactly what to expect.
Exactly. And like, but like going up this, you have no gauge for like it's a lot like safer to like know that, oh, we're going to that valley right there. Like when you're going up, you're like, I don't know where we're going.
When does this stop? Yeah. Like, what
like,
happens if a tire pops? Like, where are we?
Like, I now know that, like, oh, there's a little bit, it's not even hairy, it's just like probably bumpier than.
Can we pull off real quick? I want to take another test.
Yeah.
It's shaking me up again too.
It's just bump.
Oh my gosh! By the way,
huh?
This is the biggest pile of shotgun shells I've seen like ever. It's like confetti, but it's literally all shotgun shells.